everyone, Kat from Electric Blooms here. We are gearing up for one hell of a spring garden this year, and so to enable that we are planting lots and lots of specialty narcissus and various bulbs today, and also just trying to get some of the weeds under control and all those other good winter jobs that we have to do. So I thought you might like to come along and see how that's done. One of my favourite things to do is something called intercropping, which basically you plant different plants with other plants and try and maximise the space. So we can see here I've got a short stint of deciduous trees. So these are Physocarpus or ninebark, and you can see now they've lost their leaves because it's winter. So if I plant a spring bulb alongside them, either side, the spring bulb will come up and flower and then start to die back as the leaves of the trees start to come into growth next season. Okay, first up is planting daffodils because I can't resist a sale. So Bulbs Direct had like a 50% off sale. I've got some sweet little daffodils to plant, specialty varieties. So I've got a variety called Precocious, Zinzi, Snowtip and Accent. So they look kind of interesting. I'll show you where I'm going to plant them as well. So if you look closely in amongst the weeds, you can see I've already got some daffodils on this side. Oops. So what else I need to do is I need to weed this bit, plant the daffodils on the other side, and then I'll come through and put some bark on either today or maybe next weekend. So if you Cool, so next up on the planting list today is Gladioli nanus. So they're like a shorter spring flowering type of gladioli. I grew some last year and they are cool, come in lots of different colours, and they seem to not get as much rust or be as attractive to thrips as the other kind of gladioli. So yeah, planting lots of them this year. Okay, so we're up on Magnolia Hill now. You can see we've got a nice long hedge of Griselinia, and unfortunately we had a bit of dieback during the summer, so we've got to plant a replacement. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, planting all done. Forgot to turn the time lapse on. Go me. Now I'm going to get out of this wind and go have some lunch. Things do look different in the winter. That's the rest of our magnolias over there, our evergreen ones, so they're still kind of little, but hopefully we'll be able to harvest off them in the next year or so. Check out these crab apples, and they look great. You can see the birds have already started having a nibble on them since it's winter. These ones are quite cool as well, actually. Quite like a fun shape. These ones are more orange. Next up, I'm going to mow the edges of the beds, which will help stop the weeds and the grass creeping into the beds, and then also will hopefully make it less hospitable for slugs as well. Okay, so somewhere in here there's lilies. So we're going to try and find them, and yeah, that's going to be good fun. I won't show you all the weeding on this, otherwise we'll be here all day. But also we've got some self-sown larkspur in here. So I might try and keep that. I did a little experiment last year where we intercropped larkspur and lilies, and it worked quite well. So yeah, we'll see how many of them are in here. And I think we've also got some other self-sown cut flowers down here too. Maybe this, I think, is either, oh, I don't know what that is actually. Okay, haven't quite got this finished, but I did get one side kind of unleashed. So I'll finish the other bit tomorrow. Remembered what this is called. This is the self-sown Godetia. Grace Ceres. Grace Ceres. Thanks for hanging out and keeping me company while I did my jobs today. If you have any questions or anything about what we did today, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.